Oh, hello. 7 of us. Cross-platform, it seems, but a special, very big hello to the majority of you who are on YouTube. That's very exciting because YouTube is a far superior platform. Facebook does everything poorly. But fuck, where would we be without them? Well, you know. That debate could rage on and on. We'll do a podcast on that. No, we fucking won't. God damn it. I don't know, guys. How's your week been? My week has been pretty good. I'm a little out of it today. Just kind of tired. You know, world fatigue. Paying attention to what's going on out there, and that's a shame. Okay, well, you know, but that's why we're here. It's Monday Melancholia. It's a sad, sad fucking world, and there's a lot of sad, sad fucking songs about it. And many of those are my favorite songs. So I'm here to share them with you. Yeah, we've got a couple more people. Now that we're live, it always, you know, I don't know what it is. Maybe people just scroll on by and keep checking back when they see the fucking crow and the weird music, and they don't want to pay attention to that yet, but for some reason they'd rather pay attention to me. But yeah, we finally got some ambient intro music. It's a little bit of a sideways teaser of some of the that's not like a track from the album, but it is many of the sounds from the album. That album that you've probably heard me plug before, because there's nobody watching this early that doesn't already know that I've got a record coming out on September 4th. Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, this is the fourth of these live streams that we've done in a row, which makes it a solid fucking month, which makes it feel almost like a real live professional job. Katrina, I missed the fucking circus too, man. Oh, shit. Yeah, Patricia, I know what you're talking about with the Facebook fatigue, and like, man, I have long believed in participating in the conversation, just, you know, because it's not like you're going to convince the people that you're arguing with and all that shit and all the stupid motherfuckers out there, but there's, you know, there's a lot of people paying attention to those conversations. A lot of those people are very, very young, so I think, you know, it is actually important to have those conversations, but god damn it. It does get exhausting. We're going to try not to talk about that anymore. And we're just going to have some fun and play some songs. I'm going to warm up on an old one that I've played for a long time. But I've never like really played it dedicatedly. I just sort of play it sporadically. And it's got a lot of fucking lyrics, so bear with me if I pause to remember them. Sing along at home if you know it. To the town of Iberfree rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. Came riding from the south side, sort of looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. Oh, he was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24. Notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Well, the ranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. He was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He was here to take an outlaw back alive, or maybe dead. He said it didn't matter. He was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. It wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Well, the morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. 20 past 11, they walked out in the street. People watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. The handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. Well, there were 40 feet between them, and they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Just red and not bed leather before a bullet fairly ripped. The ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. But it was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Yeah, he might have gone on living, but he made a fatal slip. And he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. He tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, okay, you know. It had its moments. Some things went right, some things went wrong. That's why we did it first. Oh, hey, Nate. How are you there on YouTube? How are we looking? Oh, almost everybody's on YouTube. Welcome to the YouTube party. Absolutely nobody is on my Facebook page. Oh, fuck you, Zuckerberg. The weird music was great, says Katie. Oh, thanks. It's, you know. I mean, you know where it all came from. You were there when I got them sounds. Just rearranged them a little bit. Slowed some of them down. Reversed a few. Even some of them that were reversed on the album, I re-reversed. I don't know. There's a lot of Easter eggs for those of you who are... Wow, I was going to say that nerdy, but nobody's as nerdy as me when it comes to fucking stupid-ass sounds. Nate, my brother and I were talking about Marty Robbins just 2 days ago. Cool, man. Yeah, thanks. Katie and I have been talking about trying to make a duet out of El Paso. There's a couple other Marty songs that would do well for duets that I'd love to sing with Katie for all of you, but... as we've talked about in weeks past, maybe some of you have missed it, we can't get Katie on the stream until there's enough engagement, until we start to see the numbers grow. So, you know, we got 11 right now, but you got to tell your friends. And if we can have, I'm going to say, an average of 20 next week, maybe we'll see if Katie wants to do a song. She'll be back in town by then. She'll be re-quarantining in a new quarantine. In a new in-between tests quarantine after visiting her parents. Very safely with an alchemy of quarantine times and testing. Very much looking forward to having her back. next week with us, at least behind the camera, but maybe in front of the camera, y'all, if you tell your fucking friends and you get some people out there. I don't know, if we get a few more YouTube subscriptions, that might be another thing that put us over the edge. I think if we got 20 more YouTube subscriptions in the next week, we might see Katie sing next week. I hate to speak for her. She's probably railing in the chat right now, but I got a tune, so I'm not watching. And she's on the Facebook chat. She's over there. Hey, she's not yelling at me yet. Okay, so that means maybe next week. So yeah, let's play another song here. What do y'all say? It's what we're here for. We're going to do an original that Katie and I wrote together. Way back once upon a time. It's been a few years now, but it's going to be on that record coming out September 4th. It's about a lot of things thematically, but it's mostly from the perspective of facial hair.
Well, I've been in the winds on the great plains of Kansas, tasted the salt of the Gulf, raised the seas to heaven. Child's finest brush, I've been a drunkard's canvas, penetrated by thousands, ripped and torn by blackened teeth. Down, for I know my to think no voice of my own. Isn't it lovely when people pretend that they know I've been? The beauty is there, but never belong to me. myself, there should always be a line where the razor meets the flesh and I fall to pieces. When I bent in the winds on the great plains of Kansas, tasted the salt of the Gulf, raised the seas to heaven. Oh, oh, yeah, yo.
Oh man, wow, holy fucking fuck, how'd we get all that wrapped up? Dang, y'all. Live entertainment right here before you. We're figuring it out a little bit new each week. I promised we would try and get a little more professional each week. This week, we've got the background music on the intro screen. And we're doing guitar and accordion. It's the first week we're doing both. Other than the very first week that we did this way back in March when we were testing things out, and I had more equipment set up because I was recording the album, and I had borrowed a bunch of microphones from Cosmic Charlie's, and I didn't have to go out and buy any for it. I say borrowed in quotes like I was some kind of devious scamp about it, but of course they didn't give a shit because they're very cool people. Rest in peace, Cosmic Charlie's. Man, I miss Cosmic Charlie's, y'all. It's all right. It is what it is. The future's a big place. Onward and upward. We've got a lot of fucking work to do before we can get back to the world of live music. We got bigger fish to fry in the meantime, y'all. Thanks for having out and having a little fun while we do it. Taking a little time. These Monday nights have started meaning an awful fucking lot to me. And it's been really cool. There's been really good response so far, and it's led to a couple other little projects that I've gotten to start taking on as of this last week or so that I'll get to tell y'all about a little bit more soon. I'm learning a little bit about movie making, and I'm going to be making a little movie tomorrow that you won't be able to see on this show. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There are other shows out there. Lots of people are doing some really cool, fucking weird, creative things on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch right now. There are other platforms too, but those are the big ones. A lot of artists are making the move to those sorts of platforms and this sort of streaming thing, and I'm throwing my hand at it. We're seeing what happens, and these Monday Melancolias are just the beginning. I want to keep this kind of like the intimate thing where I just kind of show you what I've been working on. And I'm going to try not to repeat a lot of songs. I said this is the fourth one in a row we've done. It's been a solid month, and I've only repeated originals, and I think only once so far. And we're going to try and keep that trend rolling, and that means learning a bunch of new shit. So I've been trying to start learning a bunch of new shit now that I'm done working on the record. And I'm just working on releasing the record, which is a whole nother pain in the ass. So in trying not to repeat anything, it's going to be a little tough on the accordion because we did a whole accordion set last week, and that's the first time I've ever done that ever. So I played pretty much all the accordion songs I know. Certainly all two originals. Oh man, bear with me, y'all, sorry. I've tried to find like the perfectly universal microphone positioning for both guitar and accordion. We're gonna get there, like I said, a little better every week. All right, looking at the chat real quick. Yeah, share a link. So you're gonna link us to some of these awesome happenings? Yes, of course, I will always share the links. Probably the best place to find stuff is my personal Facebook. If you're not friends yet, friend me, Eric McMyermick. I get a lot of random ass friend requests, a lot of like Russian Trump bots and shit. So I do my best to find all the real people in a timely manner. Of course, you can always also go follow my page, Eric MCM on Facebook, and my Instagram, which is at FancyHatKY, just like the Fancy Hat YouTube channel that you're watching on right now. And yeah, we'll be sharing links in the future when there are links to share. Let's see. And my apologies, Rax, in the YouTube channel. I'm not 100% sure who you are. If I know you, hello. If I don't, well met. Oh, Greta, hey. Oh, no sweat. Yeah, hey, of course. Oh, Greta and Patricia. And it's like, oh man, you know, we're hanging out every week. All the regulars. And a few extras besides. And also, you know, I tend to talk to the people in the chat for obvious reasons. But hello and thank you to everybody watching after the fact. I've started looking at some of those numbers and realizing that while we may only have 10 to 15 to 20 people tops live at a time, there are like hundreds of you afterwards. So that's pretty cool. That's one of the awesome things about this medium, because I've been watching a lot of streaming shows as well, and I never watch them fucking live. I'm always also watching them a few days later. So good on you. Keep doing that, and keep supporting all this weird new shit that people are making. Now, I'm doing a lot of rambling because I'm in kind of a weird mood, and I don't super feel like playing. But I'm starting to get into the swing a little bit. We'll see how the accordion goes. And also, Katie's still not here to keep my ass on point. But anyway, talking about repeating songs, here's one that I played last week. It's an original song. The title of the song, as the title of my album, are a big Stephen King ripoff. But it's from Dark Tower. But within the Dark Tower, he ripped off a lot of other people. So it's sort of an homage of plagiarism. So Stephen King, if you're watching, thank you.
How weird, how funny, how strange it seems to be out here standing in the cold wind, folding down the tent poles of my dreams. The candle just blows in that hateful wind. The veil torn asunder by the rain and the thunder as the world comes flooding in. I'll never cry for sleeping now. All my wants are sorry and plain. While our world of light and power rests among the bullets, the wine, and the rat shit. The wheels bounce ever down this hateful road. John makes at our heels and snarls like a beast as his hunger grows. To see devils drowned in fire, as a fire that's burning forever is apart at the seams. I'll never cry for sleeping now. All my wrongs are sorry and plain. While the world of light and power rests on the bullets, the wine and the rat shit. We sing la of sleeping now. All I want are sorry and plain, while our world of light and power rests among the bullets who whine and ram shit. Are we fighting a strange scene?
It's weird to finish a song and just like, you know, there's people watching, but there's no like physical reaction, so you don't want to say thank you because there's nothing. Like, I can't just assume that you're cheering at home. Fuck. Oh, Kat, that's awesome. Pastiche postmodernism, not just plagiarism. Thanks, Greta. And thanks to you, Nate. Oh, shit, y'all. Like I said, tell your friends. Let's try and keep these numbers growing. If we can see some improvement in the numbers tonight, we can get Katie to sing next week. Or if we see 20 new YouTube subscriptions between now and Monday. So let people know. And don't just share you can't just share the link, because then people are like, who's this asshole? I don't give a shit. You got to like tell them like, no, you need to watch this shit. You need to listen to this guy. I don't know why I'm saying that. You don't want that reputation with your friends either. I understand there's a line to ride. But you know, ride it in my favor. Now I'm going to try and knock out an accordion song that I did not play last week. It's a cover. It's Tom Waits' cover, of course. There's got to be one every week. And last week's was a fucking train wreck. If you weren't there, you can go back and watch it. It's in the archive on YouTube and on Facebook. It wasn't pretty. We'll try that one again in a few weeks. Maybe it'll go better. I can redeem myself. I know this one a little better, but not a lot. So we're going to see what happens.
But he stays in the saddle If shaving the gutter may gather what's left of his clothes. Some men would do here for diamonds what some men would do here for gold. They're wounded but they just keep on climbing. They sleep by the side of the road.
It was better than Rain Dogs last week, in fact. Fuck yeah, Cat. See Tommy do them drums on the old live stream. Man, I remember I got to like see Tommy drum, I think, fucking once in high school. I went over to his place and hung out, and I didn't even like have really anything to play with. And at the time, like, I mean, I still don't really, I don't jam. Like, I have a hard time with it. I have to like learn and rehearse songs. I mean, you might be surprised, but man, he was just like so far beyond anything I understood about music at the time. He's playing all these fucking Primus tunes and shit on drums, and I couldn't count anything weirder than 6. And I don't know, it was awesome. And I'd love to see you play again, Tommy. I know I've seen you do some clips and shit on the Instagram. Hell yeah, dude. How the numbers looking? Oh, we got a couple on the Facebook page. Thanks for checking it out on the Facebook page. It's not totally. Oh, as soon as I said that, we lost one. Well, shit. There's a pretty significant delay on Facebook, so it wasn't because of that. It's probably because I'm not playing another song. All right, I'm going to play a song that I just fucking learned. Definitely never played it in front of anybody. Not even really Katie. She's probably heard me practice it a little bit. But I'm going to give it a shot. I started learning it having loved this song for a really, really, really long time when I was just some, like, stupid suburban fucking, sheltered child off in college for the first time. I heard this song amongst a couple others, and this was like, I'd never heard Bungle. I'd never heard fucking Beefheart. I'd never even really heard fucking Frank Zappa. I knew the name Frank Zappa, but like the weirdest shit that I was even familiar with was The Wall. And then this band just kind of fell into my lap and opened my mind to all new worlds. At the same time, a couple other bands were doing that, and they're very fundamental for me. So I really wanted to learn this song. And I started learning it, and I was like, fuck yeah, I love this song. And then I started like actually learning the words and trying to figure out what it was about. And I was like, fuck, there's a lot of like really racial imagery in this. And it's not in like any sort of negative way. But the fella who wrote it is a Filipino man. And so, I've changed a couple of words, and ultimately it's very sort of surreal, but what it seems to me to be about is the fact that there will always be stupid, tiny-minded, bigoted people that hate each other for absolutely no good fucking reason, and there will always be people from groups like that who fall in love with each other, and it's kind of a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. I don't know. See what you think. If I'm off base for playing it, somebody fucking let me know. You know, shit. All that said, sing along if you know it.
A seagull stolen from his slow mama's handboat. The boat was Sweet Louisa, dropped him in the meadowlands where wild hyenas taught him how to hunt old elephants. So he spent his formative years eating up a donkey and fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Traveled across the sea in the belly of a Japanese businessman on a pleasure trip to France. He don't know why she loves him. He don't know why the sun sets, but fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Her father hated him, passionate Chinese man. He said, get him out of here, I'm gonna bite off his face. Said, no, daddy, 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 no, daddy, 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 get the fuck out of my house. No, daddy, 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 no, daddy, 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 my house, my house. Ooh, gotcha, gotcha. Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Got a little moist. Oh, thanks, Tommy. Oh, fuck. All time, really. Yeah, me too. Shit. Oh, well. How's everybody feeling? I hope everybody's had a good week. I've had a pretty good week. In spite of Katie being gone, I've tried to be as productive as I can and stay focused. And I've done an okay job so far. Though, I don't know. Let's talk about like what's the fucking fun stuff y'all are getting into right now, like to distract you from the horribleness of fucking everything. Because the last couple days I've been binging the Michael Jordan documentary. which a lot of people were like, no, just watch it. It doesn't matter if you're not super into basketball or whatever. If you were alive in the 90s, it's going to be, you'll love it. And they were right. It's really good. I've got to go watch the last half hour as soon as we're done here. I also picked up No Man's Sky with Katie out of town. Had my eye on that thing for a long time. It seemed like a really cool concept, but then I heard it sucked. And then people started saying this year that it didn't suck anymore, that the devs actually spent the last 4 years really working really hard on it, and it's a super awesome game now. And that's true. It's super fucking cool. So go play No Man's Sky. We can visit each other's planets. It's like Animal Crossing meets Minecraft, but for the pretentious assholes who don't want the cartoony aesthetic and want to be lone wandering space explorers in a desolate sort of melancholy setting, but still build things and have islands for friends to visit. Anyway, No Man's Sky, Michael Jordan documentary. That's where we're at. Hannibal, yeah. Katie and I gonna get into that. Patricia, I'm in year 2 of Stardew Valley, really just starting to get into it, and I play it a lot in spurts and then don't play it for months and months. But fuck yeah, I'm glad you're picking up a guitar again. That's awesome. I guess we got a couple of songs left. Few couple. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do that one. I don't know those words very well. So, yeah, we're going to skip that one. I was going to try and do another Nick Cave song that I've never played before, but maybe you'll get that one next week. Oh, nope. Facebook no longer apparently wants me to see that feed. The feed is still up, but it doesn't want me to see that chat because fucking Facebook. So, YouTube's where the party's at now. We'll be on YouTube every week. We'll still be on Facebook and everything too, but trying to get those YouTube numbers up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Tell your friends. Likes and shares, thoughts and prayers. This is an original that I didn't write. I'm going to take this opportunity to play it because Katie's out of town. And she sings it better than I do, but I really enjoy singing it. So, so I'm just going to go for it. She doesn't even like the way I do it. Tommy, fucking, suggest me one. Fucking, I never got into They Might Be Giants. My best friend of all time that I lived with for years and years in my early 20s. He was the best man at my wedding. Big They Might Be Giants fan. And I just never picked it up. And it's not like I was like, man, that band fucking sucks. Every time, my entire life, somebody has put on They Might Be Giants, I'm like, oh, what's this? And they're like, it's They Might Be Giants. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking rad. And I never get into them. So maybe now's the time. Send me some cover suggestions. DM me. I'd appreciate that. This song is, yeah, like I said, this is Katie's song.
I'm inside the moon, said the man to the boy before he took a trip away to the stars. The stars. Hear my voice screaming out. I hope yours for you, my son. If you take a life you bought the trial, you set yourself on fire. see the fantasy inside the moonlit dark of the night. I'll fight until they die of fright, but you and I will survive. Yeah, that's The Moon Song by Katie McMarmick, as covered by me. If you're just stumbling in, thanks for joining us. If you're watching us after the fact, thank you for watching us after the fact. Thanks for your support. Speaking of support, we do have a little donation link somewhere in this neighborhood. Links to both PayPal and Venmo, and all those donations are still going to the Southern Poverty Law Center, because I'm very, very fortunate and privileged to be on unemployment right now, even though that fucking CARES Act payment is all gone now. Oh, man. Might have to start keeping the donations soon. But in the meantime, it's all still going to the Southern Poverty Law Center because they do a lot of really good, very important work. And, you know, if we get $50 in the donations tonight for the Southern Poverty Law Center, maybe we see Katie sing that song next week. Just saying. Stranger things have happened. I keep volunteering her to sing next week for all these various goals. And I just assume that she'll be happy to do so. I got kicked out of the Facebook chat, so fuck knows if she's yelling at me on there. I'm going to try and find it. There it is. Oh, hey, we got Paco Chaos. Not Colonel Paco Chaos. No, what was it? Grand Emperor Lord Controller Paco Chaos. Something of that nature. Oh, anyway, you know, it's getting a little late. We got a little bit of a late start. So we're going to do one more song.
This is another song tonight. I mean, this is like the third or fourth song tonight that I've never played in front of people before. I think, oh no, I learned this song years and years ago on piano. Maybe someday I'll play piano on the stream if we get really, really desperate for material. Or I have a lot of time to get better. But it doesn't seem like I'm going back to work anytime fucking soon. So who knows? The sky's the limit and the future's a big place. Anyway, I learned this on piano years ago. I love this song. I love this band. It is a real test of my range. I used to only practice it when people were out of the house entirely. Preferably the neighbors were gone too. I think even Katie I've only started practicing this song with Katie in the house in the last few weeks. So it's probably fairly new to her to hear me do it even. And we're going to give it a fucking shot. It's a Murder by Death song. Cat. That on the wall behind me is Neelix from Star Trek Voyager. The underrated Star Trek Voyager. I fucking said it. Voyager's not that bad. Yes, it has the most worst episodes of any of the other ones, but look at what you're up against. You're up against TNG and Deep Space Nine, and that is a high fucking standard. Voyager is still great science fiction. It's got good characters. I don't care if they're one-dimensional. It has a few good characters. I don't care if they're one-dimensional. It still has a few good characters. Neelix being one of them. I actually got that one from my friend that I mentioned earlier, who's a They Might Be Giants fan, because I always said that he was Neelix. So then he got me that, and it survived the fire somehow. So that was a fun story about my Neelix figure, and oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one that doesn't fucking hate Voyager. Oh, good. And Patricia, too. That's great. See, I like that. Oh, man. Y'all, I got 3 of you still on the Facebook. You need to come check it out on YouTube, on the Fancy Hat Productions channel, because Facebook, there's like a 30, 45 second delay, so I can never like interact with the chat properly. And now we're on YouTube, and it's in real fucking time. There's almost no delay. That's neat. Anyway, I'm going to stop blathering about Star Trek. I'm watching Deep Space Nine for the first time. Shame on me for not watching it until now, but I'm also kind of glad that I saved it because it's so good, and now I have it to savor. I just started season 2, and it's so good. It's so good. This is a Murder by Death song.
The sun's coming up over the hill. Maybe it's not, I can't even tell. There's a warmth on my face that isn't the blood. My tears are turning the snow into mud. I can't feel my left leg, but I think it's still there. Did I kill anybody? Hell, I never fight fair. What state am I in? Am I still on the run? Has it really been so long since I've seen the sun? My instincts are telling me to pick up and go, but I can't feel my fingers, I can't move my toes. There's a drained bourbon bottle laying next to my head, and the piss and the vomit are the sheets in my bed. Is it you? Could it be you? Don't want it to. I went out all night drinking, so I took the bait and I jumped off the interstate to Highway 8, to the bars full of girls who all know me by name. They all drink the puffing out smoke as she motions towards the door. The kindness of a stranger or a trick of the trade. God knows I'm not the first mistake that she's made. Is it you? Could it be you? Don't want it to. Is it you? I've been spinning for so long, stored my shame in my belly till I needed to be strong. In my last guilty moment, stole a map and a drum. It's pure chance that I haven't already been picked up. From here on, the slate's clean. I'm headed way south. Always heard the girls were pretty. Lord, I need to find out. Look, your sons are traveling now. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do it the best that I can. Could it be you? Could it be you? Could it be I don't care if it hurts. I just wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I just want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special. Thanks, guys.
Oh, come back next week. We'll be back. More Monday Melancholia. Maybe I'll finish that song. I don't know. But leave the likes, the shares, the comments. Don't forget, if we get $50 worth of donations and or 20 new YouTube subscriptions this week, and those donations are going to the Southern Poverty Law Center, I'm going to make Katie sing next week. I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out. Stay sane. Take care of each other. We will all get through this. Hit me up. Let me know what you'd like to see on the show. If you got ideas for projects, if you got ideas for covers you want me to do. Should probably check in on the chat before I sign off totally. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you all so much. I love y'all. Have a good evening.